was 7. I remember, right? I'll tell you who I am, but I need you to hear this. I was 7 years old, and I remember my mom was crying, like crying profusely. And I'm 7. I'm not really understanding why she's crying. Flint, she's crying, right? Like, that's moms, bro. So we walking, and I finally like, Mom, why are you crying? Why are you crying? And what she says to me, she said, I'm leaving your father. She said, I'm leaving your father. And I don't know why I became, like unraveled, but I began to cry with her. And this was the thing. I wasn't crying because she was crying. I was crying because she said she was going to leave my father. Now, mind you, I didn't have a great relationship with him. But I was crying because she said she was going to leave my father. And if you know the story, she never left my father. And so I asked her years later, I said, yo, Mom, like, why did you never leave Nate? She said, because of you. She said, because of you. And because I opened up that Pandora's box, and my mom was still hurting, and she began to tell me, like, you know what, I kind of blamed you without ever telling you, Shon, why I stayed in this relationship for 50 years. And he never married her. So you can imagine what seeds was placed in me. And we all say this thing like, yo, God, I'll do whatever you want me to do. Have we said that before? God, I'll do whatever you want me to do. He said, all right, I'm sending you to the prison. That's why I'm sending you to work. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm good. And see, this was the thing why I didn't want to go. The backstory, this dude shot my brother in the head 4 times. And when we was going through the court proceeding, this joker was in the courts, he was smiling and laughing. And so all of the pain and all of the trauma that I dealt with, I'm like, I'm not going to the prison. And he said, Shon, I'm sending you to the prison. You said that you'll do whatever I tell you to do. You said you'll do whatever I tell you to do. So I was like, all right, I negotiate. If I'm going to the prison, I'm going to convert all of those jokers to Christianity. Yeah. But when I got there, he said, bro, I didn't send you here to convert. I sent you here to serve. He said, I sent you here to serve. You know what, Shon, you can't heal them yet because you're broken, bruh. I can't put you in a position to bring them to Exodus because you're still broken. All right. Y'all came here because you wanted to get delivered. I'm just telling you, most people in here, I'm going to just say it, most people in here sitting here with a mask on. Most dudes in here is sitting here with a mask on, right? I had a group of dads. I'm like, yo, here's a feeling, here's a feeling, here's a feeling, and here's a feeling. You know the only feeling that they wanted to identify with was anger. They didn't want to identify with sad. They didn't want to identify with the things that they know that they needed to deal with. And see, this was the thing. He said, Shon, I'm sending you to the prison so you can get healed, so you can get delivered. And it was in my servant where an inmate who was doing life in prison began to speak to the man that was on the inside of me. I didn't know how to unlock him. And most people in here, man, still bound. If you know anything about the Bible, Mephibosheth, he wasn't born broken. Mephibosheth, Jonathan's son, he was born whole, but they was running and he became broken. They dropped him. Somebody dropped you. Somebody dropped you. I get it. It's painful. But the going to unlock you. I don't have 50 points. I have 1 point because this was going to free everyone in here. Forgiveness.